soy Daisuke, director de Oceanbridge. I cannot speak Spanish. Okay. First of all, let me introduce our company, Oceanbridge. Oceanbridge was established in 2001 and in June. So this month is the 11th anniversary of our company. And number of employees of our company is 28. And we are exclusive distributor of Zyncro in Japan. And this slide shows our mission. Our mission is bringing useful IT from all over the world. And our company name, Oceanbridge, means bridge between overseas IT vendors like Zyncro and domestic partners and end users. Oceanbridge was a bridge between them. Okay, this is a business model, our business model. We have out of marketing partners, sales partners, and end users. And our areas of we cover is localization. We localize to Japanese language, and marketing, sales, and tech support. So we ourselves, we don't develop software by ourselves, but we do these things. And this is our global network. We have 4 overseas partners in the world. First one is Informatic Graphics from USA. They have a viewer product, Brava. And next one is from New Power Solutions from UK. They have a file optimization product, NX PowerLite. And the next one is Xlab. This company has a remote control and web meeting tool, ISL Online. In the presentation of Luis, there was ISL Online, so I'm very surprised to hear Zyncro have a plan to integrate with ISL and Zyncro. And the last one is Zyncro from Spain. So 4 companies are our company's partner. Okay, let's go back to my main theme, case study of SWANY. SWANY is our customer's company name. So SWANY was established in 1917, and their office is located in Nagano Prefecture. And in that map, it looks very near from Tokyo, but actually access is not so good, so it took 4 hours from Tokyo. Their business and services, they are using 3D CAD software, and they are designing and planning of product, manufacturing product, like a bicycle or toys. So many designing about the product. So this slide shows how did SWANY find Zyncro. So we released Zyncro in Japan on 2011 on May. At that time, we did some promotion activities. So first one is a press conference. So Luis came to Japan, and we invite out of writers of mass medias, and we introduce Zyncro. And second one is we do an exhibition, Cloud Computing Expo. And third one is a blogger meeting. So this is a very private meeting, private parties. So we invite famous bloggers like Nobi-san and other famous bloggers, and we introduce Zyncro at this meeting. And then by these activities, so the release of Zyncro in Japan was shown in a lot of mass media, like web news. So SWANY found Zyncro on the IT web news. Okay, this is a background. Why why SWANY need to use the Zyncro. So as I said, they use 3D CAD. So as you know, 3D CAD data is very big. Sometimes it's more than 1 gigabyte. So usually they use email or FTP server to send these files to customers or partners. But there are some problems. As you know, big file cannot be attached to the email. Most of Japanese big company has a limitation of file size of attachments. For example, 2 megabyte, or normally I think 5 megabyte is a limitation of file size. So they cannot send big 3D CAD data. And second one, if there are external member in project, they have to distinct their file management system. So it means if members are only internal members, they can use ECM, Enterprise Content Management System, or file server, internal file server. But external user cannot use the file server. So SWANY need to send FTP, to use FTP or email, but it becomes very complex. Which file is the newest one, so they don't know. And third one, they are very worrying, very nervous to security. Most of big companies in Japan are very nervous to security. So FTP server is not so good. And in Japan, there are free file transfer services, but big company prohibit to use it. So they find Zyncro and they decided to use Zyncro on May 2011. As I said, we released Zyncro in Japan on May 2011. So this means they decide to use Zyncro within 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Because I phoned to them and explain what is a Zyncro and how effective to use a Zyncro. So they are very glad to become a first user in Japan. So they decided to use Zyncro. And this slide shows the merit. So first one is a smooth file sharing. So they can share the files with internal members and external members very smoothly. And Zyncro has a very good functions, version management and search functions and settling. So a lot of good functions. And second one, figure out project status by wall. CEO of SWANY said they know the all project status on the wall because all information is gathered on the wall. So they can know which project is good and which project is delayed. They know the all status of project. And third one, business efficiency is raised by iOS apps because SWANY staffs are using iPhone and iPad. It means they can use Zyncro when they were out. Okay, last one is accumulation of know-how. Know-how means knowledge. Before they started to use Zyncro, they use Excel files to accumulate knowledge. But it's not so good to employees. It's very bothering. So, but after they started to use Zyncro, they can accumulate their knowledge and know-how in the Zyncro because, as you know, the post to Zyncro is very easy. And after that, they can search all posts and all files using by Zyncro's search functions. This is a comment from SWANY, and the CEO of SWANY said they can reduce the number of emails more than 40%. And they cannot do their business without Zyncro, they said. And this is very interesting story. They have more than 20 external groups on the Zyncro. So this means they made groups for each customers. So they have 20 customers. So sometimes, recently, sometimes their customers ordered business to SWANY via Zyncro. Not phone call, not an email. They ordered business via Zyncro. It's a very interesting story. And I think this case study is very good story. So we made leaflet like this, and we have another case study like this, and we also have a product leaflet like this. Product leaflet and shields and Zyncro pen. So this is these sales materials are very good materials. So when we visit customer site, we provide to them, and sometimes we have a seminar and exhibition. At that time, we will provide them to visitors. This is a very effective way in Japan. Okay, in closing, thank you very much for listening so attentively. Muchas gracias.